Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michael and today I'm taking you on a walk down the Sunset Strip. So Sunset Boulevard runs east to west from downtown Los Angeles all the way out to the ocean. And this stretch that's known as the Sunset Strip is about a 2-mile portion of that runs through the city of West Hollywood. This street is known in pop culture from series like 77 Sunset Strip, which was a crime drama back in the day. And also just from the variety of entertainment venues and hotels that are up here.
Many of these places will look familiar if you've played Grand Theft Auto 5, which many of the graphics in that game were based on LA landmarks. We'll be walking from east to west, starting at Crescent Heights Boulevard and the Chateau Marmont Hotel.
It's mid-November and it's literally 90 degrees outside. It is insane, the weather here. So the Chateau Marmont was built in the late 1920s and has been a playground for the Hollywood royalty ever since. The famous actor John Belushi, who was in the original cast of SNL and Animal House and in the Blues Brothers, he actually died of a drug overdose at the Chateau Marmont in 1982. So it's a bit famous and infamous of a hotel location. Over there is the Standard Hotel, which unfortunately the Standard did not survive the pandemic. It closed in March of 2020 and unfortunately never will reopen. If you watched the series Sex and the City, you probably remember an episode where the ladies came to Los Angeles, and this hotel is where they stayed. If you remember, there's a scene where Carrie's trying to drive the Ford Mustang up the hill. That is actually right next to this hotel. This hotel used to have a lot of really fun pool parties, so it's a real shame that it closed, and we'll look forward to seeing what comes to this spot next. So behind me is Carney's, which is a hot dog and burger place that's been here on the Sunset Strip since the 1970s. And it's unique because it is literally 2 retired Union Pacific rail cars that were shipped up here in the 70s. It's a really unique spot. It's been here at this curve in the road for decades, so you definitely gotta check it out.
Across the street is the Sunset Tower Hotel, which opened in 1931 and is an excellent example of Art Deco architecture. This is a Hollywood landmark, having hosted celebrities for nearly a century. There's a glitzy restaurant on top called the Tower Bar, where you certainly can expect to see celebrity parties.
Another fun fact, there's actually a little dog park right here next to the Sunset Tower Hotel.
Coming up are more modern tower hotels, including the Pendry, Andaz, and Mondrian. The Pendry is home to an exclusive club called the Britley. The Andaz and Mondrian have popular pools with views of LA and the Hollywood Hills. You've probably seen the cast of the Bravo reality show Vanderpump Rules partying at these hotels over the last few seasons. Back in the day, both of these hotels were playgrounds for the stars of the music industry. Also, several episodes of the TV show Entourage were filmed on site here at the Mondrian. The one hotel is at the corner of La Cienega and Sunset. On the roof is a popular bar called Harriet's Rooftop, which is on my list of places to check out.
Over here across the intersection at La Cienega and Sunset is the U.S. flagship store of Fred Segal. Fred Segal is a clothing and accessories brand. Recently, the designer Fred Segal actually passed away, but this is the US flagship store for that brand. It's on the first floor of a kind of controversial, luxurious short-term rental apartment complex that's really popular with a lot of influencers and young hip celebrity types. Very expensive and controversial because short-term rentals under 30 days are technically illegal in the city of West Hollywood. So fun fact there. You're probably noticing the large number of billboards, like the ones you see behind me on these buildings. And Sunset Boulevard is pretty well known for its large billboard displays. A lot of them are electronic, a lot of them are on billboards on top of buildings, and some of them are giant ads that scale the sides of the buildings. So it's something pretty unique about Sunset.
Here's Mel's Drive-In. This is one of 2 locations in the Hollywood area. Its retro design and all-American diner menu make this a real throwback. It's also right across from the Equinox, so you can burn off all those calories after you chow down on a burger and milkshake.
There are a lot of little strip centers along the Sunset Strip, but the nicest one of them is Sunset Plaza, which is from the 1920s. It's pretty well known for having some higher end restaurants and shops, plenty of parking, which is important as always.
You'll recognize this as the offices of real estate firm the Oppenheim Group, which is featured on Netflix show Selling Sunset. Down here are a collection of restaurants like Le Petit Four, Chin Chin, Bossa Nova, and the Butcher, the Baker, and the Cappuccino Maker. Here's the old Tower Records store. For decades, this was a major destination for music fans coming to buy records and cassette tapes. The store sits empty for now, sort of as a tribute to the heyday of the music industry before everything went digital.
The part of the strip that we're walking up to right now is where a lot of the live entertainment venues are.
The Viper Room is a nightclub that was a mecca in the 90s, known for rock and metal band performances and Hollywood star guest lists. Across the street is the Whiskey A Go-Go, which is another nightclub. Several bands got their launch to fame here since its opening in the 1960s, including Kiss, AC/DC, Metallica, and Van Halen. Down the street is the Roxy Theater. This nightclub has entertained audiences since the 1970s. Some notable performances include Guns N' Roses, Sum 41, and the Ramones.
So you heard me mention that the Sunset Strip runs through the city of West Hollywood. The city of West Hollywood's been its own city since 1984 and is in between Los Angeles and Beverly Hills.
The new West Hollywood addition is a high-end Marriott property with great views and amenities. You've probably seen lots of influencers tag that they were staying here. This building underwent a long renovation and just reopened as the addition about a year or so ago. The Sunset Strip ends at the border with the city of Beverly Hills. Down here is the LA outpost of New York City pizzeria Princess Street Pizza, which serves Sicilian slices. The high-rises down here are home to clubs like Soho House and the private residences at the Sierra Towers. The Sierra Towers is 31 stories tall and has been home to celebrities like Cher, Sandra Bullock, and Courtney Cox, and is the tallest building in this part of LA.
that's our tour of the Sunset Strip. What do you think? Did we get to see some of the landmarks that you wanted to see, or is there more that you want to check out in a future video? Let me know.
Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.